Magic the Gathering cards have various rarities, from the ordinary common to the mythic rare.
And Pauper is a format where you play only with commons.
Decks are cheap, but can be very powerful.
We had our viewers vote on one deck to represent every year of the Pauper format and had a field of the strongest Pauper content creators pilot them in a 5-round tournament.
And we finally have it. We have a top 8 of what could possibly be the best Pauper decks of all time.
And we will be bringing you all of the elimination rounds, and after 7 videos, we will finally be able to name a best Pauper deck ever. Andrea, first match of the semifinals.
I haven't played against you in so long.
Now, I have to avenge my friend Talad.
Yes.
You are on the play because Walker had a higher score in the Swiss.
Walker. So far in this tournament, I've been able to play every game. I guess I chose the right decks. I'm keeping. My deck of choice is Glitters Affinity. All that glitters. This is the most powerful card of Pauper at the moment, and my deck plays 4. Once again, it's the deck of the present, 2024. My starting hand is very good. I have Gingerbrute, which is super important against the initiative deck, and I even have interaction, all the glitters. It's a keep.
I will keep as well. So now we're in the semifinals, playing Turbo Initiative, a deck that was banned under almost a month, played by Sultan Pauper in the Swiss. And we're against Andrea Mengucci and the most recent deck in the format. Turbo Initiative, as we know, tries to get an initiative creature on the board early and delve into the dungeon. At first, it just gets a basic land in your deck. Then it gets a +2/+2 counter on one of your creatures. Then you deal 5 damage to an opponent. Then you draw a card. Then you put a creature into the battlefield. All those are kind of innocuous on their own, but all together, it's an insurmountable amount of pressure.
Resident Bridge, go.
Whew, I know you have a lot of tap lands. I don't know why I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'll play a Swamp and pass. Whew. In this case, yes.
I'll play your best friend.
It's not.
Gingerbrute.
I'll take 1.
Attack.
That's so good at stealing the initiative.
Yeah, I basically just kept because I had Gingerbrute. Another top land, and go.
Draw a card. I'll play an island. I'll tap my swamp. And I'll play Dark Ritual.
Nice.
I'll add 3 black mana to my mana pool. And then this dodges the Galvanic Blast.
Whoa.
I will play a Vicious Battle Rager. It's a 1/5. When it enters the battlefield, you and I go on an adventure. I have the initiative, so I'm going first in this adventure.
I played so little with this card because it got banned like so quickly.
Don't block it.
Whenever it gets blocked, I take 5 life.
I'll play the Undercity because I have the initiative. I'll go in and I'll go get a land, a basic, and put it into my hand. I'll put an island in my hand and pass the turn.
I actually don't know if my deck has a basic land.
It does not. So if you get the initiative, you do nothing for a turn.
Okay. Well, I have to do the thing my deck does. I'll play an All That Glitters, giving my Gingerbrute +5/+5. And then I will attack using the pen trick. Is he pen tricking me?
No, because I'm taking
Do you have a snuff?
4 damage.
Do you have a snuff out?
Because Snuff Out
Yeah,
lets me pay
you did.
4 life instead of its mana cost if I have a swamp.
Okay.
I'll destroy target non-black creature.
You can go.
Oh, you don't even have a blocker. At this moment, I will go into the Forge, which will let me put 2 counters on a creature I control, and then I'll draw for turn. So if you have another Gingerbrute, it's unblockable anyways. I would normally keep a blocker to you don't seal the initiative, but now I'm attacking you in the face. And I will play a tap Peak Bog.
Untap and draw. I'll tap 2 lands and I'll play a Reckless Impulse. Exile the top 2 and I can play them this turn. Or next turn as well.
Yeah, that's what makes this card so good.
I revealed another one. It's gonna be good for next turn. For now, I'll just play a 1 mana 3/3, my friend.
That's strong. I will untap. And what room will I adventure into? I feel like right now I want to go into the trap. I'm just gonna clock. Draw a card. Would I attack here? Sometimes with the initiative deck, you don't always want to be attacking. The 1 to 3 damage isn't always worth losing the initiative, especially when your opponent can play blockers, and then your deck is not that great at taking the initiative back again. In this case, I could attack and then play an initiative blocker. But the problem with that is that all the blockers I could play from my hand die to the Galvanic Blast. And I don't want Andrea to untap, remove my blocker, attack and steal the initiative from me, because then potentially with more blockers I can't gain it back again. So we're gonna chill. We can take our time. We're delving into a dungeon. I'll play an island. I will float 2 black and a blue, and exile a Simian Spirit Guide from my hand, which will add a red to my mana pool. I'm doing this to keep mana open, because
So 4 mana you
with
have.
my 4, I'll play an Aarakocra Sneak.
Yes.
When it enters the battlefield, I take the initiative, which allows me to go further into the dungeon. I'll draw a card. Yes. I'll pass.
Oh, you don't attack me.
No.
My draw for turn. So the first thing I do is the Reckless Impulse.
Yes.
From over here. Cast, I flip 2 more cards. Link Talk. I could try and draw a land right now, but let's play it safe. Let's just, use my mana this turn to cast spells, and next turn go for the draw 2. Okay, so I don't have a land drop, which is quite convenient because I can go Link Off, return this land, and then make it as a land drop. And then I play 1 blue, but I won't play the Thoughtcast. I'll play this Gingerbread here.
Ooh, very nice.
I'll give it unblockable, and I'll prevent you from the last chapter of the initiative.
I'm at 14, and I hand it over to you.
It's not quite like the Monarchy. You don't have a crown or anything.
This gives you an opportunity to shuffle your deck, because we know there's no basic lands in it.
I'll double check. You'll never know. If Initiative was in the format, I would have a basic land, but since Initiative is banned, you can go. I'm glad that you're not gonna finish your dungeon in this upkeep.
I know.
Go.
I'm gonna draw. Usually you want to attack and potentially get the initiative before you play your spells to then further delve into the dungeon and have 2 initiative triggers. But in this case, if I get my initiative creature now, I get to look at the top 10 cards in my library, and if there's a Crypt Rats in it, I get to play it, it has counters on it, and I get to spend 2 and wipe most of its board and then attack with it. So just because we could get a Crypt Rats, we are going to play it before attacking, but normally it'd be more correct to play it after attacking in case he doesn't block. I'll play an island, and another Aarakocra Sneak. I'm gonna visit the Throne of the Dead 3. I don't know who the 3 are. We'll see if they're at the top of my library. I'll exile the top 10 cards of my library and then reveal them. I'll just reveal them. Actually, I don't think I exile them at all.
Yeah.
And I put a creature from them into play under my control. I have a choice between a Muldrifter and a Vicious Battle Rager. I want a 4/4.
5/5 actually.
Yes! 5/5. It can block your Glinthawk if you
5/5
put 2 counters on it.
With Hexproof until next turn.
Muldrifter enters the battlefield. I'll draw 2 cards. I think I still attack with the Battle Rager.
So if I block it,
You take 5 damage.
if I don't block
You
it,
take 3 damage.
I'll don't block it.
This sounds good.
Okay, untap and draw. To begin, I'm going to Thoughtcast.
Yes, you draw 2 cards.
Drawing 2 cards.
For 1 mana.
For 1 mana.
Some would say that's pretty good.
Someone would be right. I'll start with an Experimental Synthesizer, revealing the top card. For only this turn, though. It's funny, this is exactly the same thing that happened against Toffel in the quarterfinals.
So do you have an all that glitters in hand?
I have all the glitters in hand, and I choose not to play that thing because I'm playing against a combo deck. Somehow, exactly the same spot. I'll play all the glitters on Gingerbread.
Yes.
Giving it plus a lot, that I will only count if you don't have a snuff out.
I don't have a snuff out.
I give it unblockable
Yes.
and attack.
Let's do the count together.
9. You go to 5.
I do.
I'll get the initiative.
You do.
And then I wonder if I should go to the Forge or to the Scry. I'm gonna go to the Forge. I'll put 2+1/+1 counter on, I think my Gingerbread is big enough. I'll pump the Ardent Recruiter. And then you would think I finish. I don't have anything to do.
Yeah, you're tapped out. You played a line.
Thankfully to the Affinity mechanic, I can cast a 0 mana 4/4.
How did your 7 mana spell cost 0 mana, Andrea?
That's the power of Mirror Enforcer.
Oh no, it's a power of affinity for artifacts.
That too. All right.
Okay, Andrea. I think I'm dead unless... This is unblockable and I don't have any creatures with haste, so it is actually unblockable. I need to draw a removal spell.
Looks special.
Let's flip it.
Oh, you wanna flip it? Oh, no. But I like the art though.
Yeah, I'd like it better if the art was something like a cast down. But...
The trap is dooming.
I mean, it's potentially dooming for you too.
Ooh.
Well, so I'm dead next turn, right?
Yeah.
So I'll leave the map to you.
Okay. Let's block. I mean, there's not too much to block. I just block Muldrifter.
Okay, so you take 5.
And you gain the initiative.
Woohoo! And I gain a land.
Yeah, you get a land. I mean, you've got enough for your initiative.
I will go get a swamp. And I would say that it didn't look like it, but that Dark Ritual is actually pretty good. So I'll play a swamp and a Dark Ritual.
3
I
mana.
have 3 mana. Make that
5.
5. Make that
9.
9.
No.
I will play an Underdark Explorer, leaving 4 mana in my mana pool. I will go into the dungeon.
You can put counters on my creatures.
Sure. And then with the floating 4 mana, I will play an Aarakocra Sneak,
No.
which allows me to go into the trap.
What?
I will deal 5 damage to you.
Wow.
Good game.
Good game.
We have a really interesting package we're aiming for in the sideboard where we want to bring in 2 Crypt Rats. to go up to 3, and 3 Unexpected Fangs. What this does in the deck, the Crit Rats usually, if I just pay 3 mana, for example, I'll deal 3 damage to all the creatures and each player. So I can wipe his board, which usually against Andrea is good enough. But with the Unexpected Fangs, I get to give it a lifelink counter. So often I can just pay 1, wipe most of his board, and gain 1 life for every creature I hit with this.
Pyroblast is important. There is Arakocra's Snake, Muldrifter. Those 2 cards maybe are not that many, but they're so important to stop that I feel like it's worth signing it in.
Back from the sideboarding.
Let's go, I'm on the play this time after a super close one.
You were last one as well. Will you keep?
I keep.
I won. This hand is a little risky. I have 1 land, it enters tapped. It'll allow me to play maybe a ritual, but then I don't have much going on, and this land that'll sacrifice itself, so we're just gonna ship it. It's okay, this deck mulligans. It's what it does.
It also sometimes has the nuts.
It's a necessary evil. I have 2 sneaks and 2 islands in this hand, so if I had a ritual, I could play a sneak, but I can't because the rituals cost black, so we're just gonna ship this one as well. Let's go again.
No.
How are you saying no? Aren't you really excited? There you go. No. There you go. Okay, this one can be better. I believe in us.
Yeah, I believe too. Good luck.
It's not great, but it's better than 4.
Okay.
I'm going to get rid of this and this.
I'll start with the Pauper Cattle, Ardent Recruit, Metalcraft +2/+2.
It currently is a 1/1, but soon, like Wildly Cattle,
That's the Cattle.
it'll be a 3/3.
Yes.
I will play a land tapped. It's surprising and scary. So it enters with 2 counters, and every time I tap it, I get 2 blue, but I remove a counter, and when there's no more, I sacrifice it.
Tap and draw. I'll play a Gingerbread.
I don't like that one.
I'll play a tap land.
Oh, what does that do?
Nothing, just artifact land.
No, it
Blue
gives us
white.
+2/+2.
I know!
I'll take 4. I'll untap. I'll draw.
Remove a counter.
Thank you. I will. I have 2 blue mana. I will exile this Simian Spirit Guide. Now I have 1 red and 2 blue. I will exile the Simian Spirit Guide, and now I have 2 red and 2 blue. And I will play an Aarakocra Sneak. When it enters the battlefield, I have the initiative. I go into the Undercity. I will go get a land, a swamp,
Okay.
and put it into my hand.
Yes.
And I'll play it.
Yes.
Go.
Untap and draw. So I'll start with a Ancient Den, which will turn on the Metacraft for Thoughtcast. That's
very good.
Now 4 artifacts. So I draw 2. Give Gingerbread unblockable.
Oh, you want to look for a basic land in your deck?
That's exactly what I was thinking of. And attack you for 1.
I will take 4.
Okay.
Kill the Gingerbread.
Yes. And then I'll play a Glint Hawk, which returns an Ancient Den to my hand.
Ooh. I will untap. I will move into the Forge. This 1/4
Yes.
is now a 3/6. I will draw for turn. I'll play a Peat Bog,
Okay.
and then I will unfortunately not attack.
You can stay back.
I can.
It's not a game of attack.
I can
Ooh,
move.
look at this guy.
Oh, it is a
Speaking
game of
which,
attack.
Ancient Den. Give it unblockable.
Yep.
Zik.
I'll take 4.
Wait, it took 4? Is it another snuff
I'll
out?
snuff it out again.
Oh no. Yeah, you can go.
Okay, I get to do something really neat now. I'll untap. Usually, you always go trap. When you're delving into the dungeon, you deal 5 damage. It's a huge clock. But here we're going to go into a room we've never been to. We can goad his flyer, because usually that's the thing that's going to be pressuring us. It's going to be hard, because his flyer is going to attack over our creatures if he removes them, or he has 2 creatures, he can easily steal the initiative. But now, we're going to stay back, and we're going to go to his flyer. Sure, that's going to force him to attack with both. He is going to steal the initiative. But then, I've eaten his flyer. So I can attack back and steal it back again, potentially play a creature. At this point, I've just eaten one of his creatures. I still get to get the initiative, and I want to win the long game. So getting rid of his creatures is probably the best way I can do that. I've not, in this entire tournament, been to the arena yet. I will goad Glint
So
Hawk.
this is forced to attack.
Yes, it must attack next turn. We'll play it like this because it's attack. I will draw for turn.
Yes.
Sure. Pass the turn.
Untap and draw. It's okay. It's okay. Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Okay.
So Rustfield Bridge. I will attack with both.
I'm gonna block here.
Okay.
I'll take 3.
Yes.
Welcome to the initiative.
All right. Unfortunately, once again, I don't have basic mountain in my deck. I wish I had. So I just shuffle. And then I pay a fantastic 3 mana to play 4/4.
I'll draw. We can do this for very long. I'll attack.
No blocks. First
blood.
You can take back the initiative.
Thank you, and I have a decision to make.
You wanna get a 4/1 skeleton or a card? A card could be anything.
Only a 4/1 skeleton can be a 4/1 skeleton.
That's a very good blocker from my Mirror Enforcer over here.
Yes. Play a Dark Ritual.
Okay, 3 black mana.
Lose 1 counter to make 2 mana on this. And play Vicious Battle Rage.
No way, you finished the Undercity?
I finished the Undercity. I've completed the quest. I won the game.
No.
Oh. I go here into the Throne of the Three Dead. And I go and get 10 cards from the top of my library.
Whoa.
Ooh. Although I want Crypt Rats, I don't think I have enough life to get Crypt Rats.
Get a 5/3, no abilities.
I'm sorry, it's a 8/6.
Yeah, 8/6 with Menace. And don't forget,
I go get a basic.
you got a basic land.
I'll get an island. I'll actually play it this turn.
Okay, you just had a 1/4, and now you have 70,000 power.
It was a 3/6.
A 3/6, that's correct.
Fantastic.
I'll begin with a Reckless Impulse.
Yes.
I need a way to
Okay,
get
so
through
Galvanic Blast is currently out of the way unless you draw Great Furnace.
your blockers. Okay, I'll start with a tap land. I'll play a Spring of Drums. Actually, have
Galvanic Blast.
a red mana this turn available to me. Can't do much. I'll pass it to you. Can cast this anytime I want.
I'll go into the Forge.
Yes.
It'll allow me to put this last dice. It's here for a reason. It's destiny.
After that dice, you're not allowed to play any dice anymore on the battlefield.
Hopefully I won't need any more. I'll put 2 counters on this.
Nice.
I will draw for turn. I will declare attacks. These 2, red zone.
Float a red.
Okay.
And I'll play Pyroblast on the snack.
That works.
So I'll take
10. That's pretty good because now the trap doesn't get you. You have 1 turn in there.
Yes. Untap. Draw. Okay, I'll start with Thoughtcast. 1 blue, draw 2. I'll continue with another Thoughtcast.
Okay.
Draw 2. Okay, so my out was either a second Galvanic Blast or the Ginger Brute. So with this, I'm gonna be able to play it, give it unblockable, 1 damage, plus the 4 from Galvanic Blast. That's 5. Let's go for the win. Okay, I found what I was looking for. It's another Ginger Brute, my 3rd one of this game.
Oh, wow.
Give it unblockable.
Yep.
Attack you for 1.
Only for 1. Only with that.
Yes. No.
No, I'm just going to put these 2 in the graveyard. I'm going to get 4 mana, and I'm going to snuff out.
Oh, you have it.
You played 3 Ginger Brutes, and I had 3 snuff outs for each of them.
I'll Galvanic Blast your Skeleton.
Yes.
And then I will play another Ardent Recruit.
Ooh. You'll go into the trap.
I go to 2.
I need to draw something good. I'm going to attack.
Double block.
Yep. I'll play an island to pass.
Untap. Draw. You're still at 5.
I'm still at 5. You're at 2.
I'll start with a Reckless Impulse.
Oh no, that's a good start.
Thoughtcast. Synthesizer. Zach just never finished the cast. I'll play a Thoughtcast.
Yes. Draw 2.
3rd line of Graveyard. I'll play the Synthesizer.
Yes.
Flip the top. It's a tap land. I'll play it. Then I play an Ardent Recruiter. And I'll play a Mirror Fortune.
Wow. On tap, I will draw a card.
Yes.
This is, oh man, the pressure.
Very good game.
I will draw, and then I will draw for turn. I will attack. Always be clocking.
Wait, actually, that's 8 toughness, right?
Yes.
So I can double block like this and trade.
It happens.
Woo, it died!
I ran out of snuff outs.
Nice!
I will play a Peat Bog.
I draw. Experimental Synthesizer Sacrifice. I'll get a Samurai. And I reveal the top card. It would have been better last turn, but it's okay, I'll take it.
You just make infinite creatures.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play Glint Oak. I return a card to my hand. This Springlift Drum. Then I play land for turn. I'll replay Springlift Drum. And I will also play another Springlift.
1 card in hand.
1 card in hand, your turn.
1 red mana open. I'm at 5.
You finished for the 2nd time the Undercity.
Top 10 cards.
Yes.
Now Andrea has a flyer, so I'd normally be incentivized to take an Aarakocra Streak because it flies and it can block his flyer and prevent him from taking the initiative from me. The problem is Andrea's not been casting the last card in his hand and he's keeping 1 red mana open, and I'm pretty sure it's a red elemental blast. That just eats the Aarakocra Snake and we lose our creature. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a ground creature because it has menace and he'll still have to keep on blocking it not to die. If he doesn't have a Pyroblast, this is a much worse play. It's still okay, but it's a much worse play. But if he has a Pyroblast, then this is preventing us from just losing the game.
No, again, the 5/3.
5/3 is actually, in this case, an 8/6
Oh, that's true. We're almost
have the
forgetting
initiative.
the very important part, getting a basic land.
I will attack you for 1.
I go to 1.
You go to 1. I'll play a Lotus Petal and pass.
Time to give me the fire.
The fire.
The blast. To give me the blast. Not the pyroblast though.
It's a great card. It's like expensive. No, when you said that, I thought you were bluffing. I'm dead.
I actually drew it. Yes.
Yeah,
God
go to
bless
1.
you. Go to 1. Attack.
I'm super dead. I can't believe Andrea top decked that Galvanic Blast. That was backbreaking. I thought I had this game. I thought I was going straight to the finals. I was so confident. But it's okay. We're on the play this time, and this deck really benefits from playing first. So let's go into this. We can do it. Salt and Pauper. You put this deck into the top 8. This is for you. Andrea,
Yes.
game 1, I thought I lost, and I won. And game 2, I thought I won, and you won.
Game 1 was so long ago, I don't remember what happened.
Yes, I'll go first. I will keep this.
I decide against this. It's probably one of the first time in my life that I'm only gonna have 3 lands, 4 spells. This hand here is not very good. My lands are all tapped and my spells aren't even that good. Let's ship it. Let's look for better 6. Let's go for the second time.
I believe in you.
I'll put on the bottom this one. And you can go.
I'll play a swamp. I'll pass.
I'll tap and draw.
Oh, that's a tap land.
Yeah, go. One of the many.
I'll draw. That's not bad. I'll play an island. I'll tap 2. We're getting dark. I'll play a Kabbalah Ritual. It'll add 3 mana to my
cool.
mana pool. I'll play a Lotus Petal.
It's a treasure token though.
I'll sack my treasure token. I'll make a blue. I'll play a Vicious Battle Rager. When it enters the battlefield, we know it. We love it.
I don't. I don't know, you at home love it, but...
That's too bad because I got this Fez to represent it. I thought it would be festive. Festive. And I go into the Undercity. I will go get a land from my deck, this swamp, and put it into my hand.
Untap and draw.
Don't I look great?
I'll play Ancient then. I wanted an untap land. I didn't know this deck had them. Gingerbrew.
Oh no!
Haste. Zik.
Pasta, I love it.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
I don't have
Gimme,
this
gimme,
stuff
gimme.
out. You just wanted the hat. We all know it. You love the initiative after all.
Thank you.
You get to go get a basic land in your... Oh.
I'll search. Maybe I said it in one.
Okay.
So glad you didn't have snuff out this time.
I can't always have it. Ooh.
Whoa, what happened?
I'll play a swamp.
Okay.
I'll play a Lotus Petal.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so clever. I will sack the Lotus Petal.
Yes.
I'll add a black.
Okay.
I'll pay 3 and get a Crypt Crash.
Oh no.
It's a 1/1.
Oh,
and if
no.
I pay X, where X can only be black, each creature on each player receives 1 damage. Unfortunately, when I do this, it dies. I'll attack you for 1.
I take 1.
I will get suddenly more fashionable.
Oh wait, you want this?
I've always wanted this. I'll go into the Forge and put 2 counters on my Crypt Rats.
Yes.
I will pass.
Draw. Alright. I'll play a tap land. And then I want to Galvanic Blast your Crypt Rat.
In response, I will pay 1 black and deal 1 damage to everything.
My Gingerbrew dies. And then I have another one.
Ah, really? Yeah. This video is not a game of Magic, it's musical hats. You look so handsome with that.
I'll put 2 counters on my Brute, and it's your turn.
I will draw. I'll attack for 1.
17.
You know it. We're doing it again. I will deal you 5. I'll play a tap Peat Bog.
Draw. First, a Divination.
Okay.
For just 1 mana though.
That's not a divination. It's like 2/3 of an ancestral recall.
Play a Springleaf Drum. And then I'll play an old deck Glitters.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
This is pumping it for 7. So it's
Okay.
gonna be 10 damage to you. Gimme.
2.
With the trap, and you can go.
I will draw. If I don't get a way to get rid of that Gingerbrew, I lose the game.
Yeah. Also, you have to find a way to get rid of this Galvanic Blast.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
So, it starts with 1 draw
It all starts with putting your opponent to 11 life.
and taking back the Fez, potentially.
For the last time.
Don't say it like that.
Ah!
I will go into the archives. I will draw an island. There's nothing I can do here. I could gain the initiative and it'd go into the dungeon of the 3 kings or whatever, but there's nothing in the top 10 cards in my library that's a creature and saves me from that Gingerbrew. I just need to draw a removal spell. I didn't. So we're gonna save some game actions here and we're just gonna get ready to pass over this Fez forever.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
I'll spend some more time with the Fez. So I'll take some game actions.
Yeah.
I'll float 3 mana.
Yeah.
I'll play this tap land.
Okay.
I'll do it with the feds. It feels real good.
Give me the turn.
I'll pass.
Untap, draw, attack, damage on the stack. Get the hat.
fez.
Woo!
And I died! No! Oh, at least I went down in style.
What a top deck was this? I top decked this to kill the crit rats to steal the initiative.
You top deck that?
It's insane. I defeated fair and square the initiative deck.
It is the finals.